Hello everybody, Smith here. Welcome to some more Fighter Subscriber. The preliminaries are still ongoing, entries are still open. More about that towards the end of the video. And the next round is imminent. In the background you can see a fight I put together between my Spike Tails and my Red Hawks as I continue to tweak and tune my own craft in preparation. But before we get to all of that, we've seen some fantastic craft in the preliminaries and also some craft which maybe haven't performed as well as they could do. There's always a bit of luck in these things. I try to even it out as much as my available time will allow me to, but there are still going to be some craft who pull up short. Today then I've thrown together a little mini tournament between 4 craft that I feel deserve a shot at redemption. So the first of my personal picks is this, the DAP Super Liberator V2 by Varencia. And now this is a slightly odd looking craft, but I do enjoy an unconventional craft. I do like someone who's brave enough to try something that breaks the mould. Now this was the first craft in the preliminaries to actually kill something. It killed 3 things in fact, and not win any of its fights. So I think this has more potential than it showed during the preliminaries. And we move on. Our second craft, the XF2 Dart by Oilwell. Now this, it looks like it should be really deadly. It looks like it really should be very deadly, but Oilwell sadly only put 3 countermeasures dispensers on here, so it kind of got blown out the sky. I fixed the countermeasures issue, and now we get to see what it really can do. Let's get this one started. The fight starts. I got in a little bit of trouble with Oilwell when we first saw this craft, because all the lights came on and I thought that was a bit weird, so I turned them off. But no, apparently that's the way that's supposed to happen. Anyway, the darts break low this time, hopefully with enough countermeasures to avoid the incoming volley, which they do so. Oh my god, maybe not. One of the darts is hit, and I think it's just... Oh my god, that is not good news. One of them's falling out the sky, 2 healthy ones. Adam Kerman's dart, managing to helpfully avoid missiles, gets away one of his own. Yeah, just about enough countermeasures to dodge, but not reliably. One of the other dart has taken a hit. I don't think it's anything fatal. Legged-Lack Kerman's craft comes in. Is in a bit of trouble. I think the darts are a little bit more manoeuvrable. That comes spins out a little bit. Does spin out a little bit, loses a lot of speed. There's another dart going in for one of the other Super Liberators there. Which one is that? Oh my god, where is everybody? Yeah, not the most stable craft. They do lose a little bit too much speed, and that is one of the Super Liberators out of here. Legged-Lack Kerman. Now that did actually do them really well during the preliminaries. Do them really well. That did serve them really well during the preliminaries, because it sort of allowed them to get behind their opponents, which they did a few times. But obviously here, yeah, more of a weakness. And the XFA2 Dart is victorious. Now it can actually dodge missiles. Anyway, moving on. On to our second fight then, our second semi-final I suppose you could say, and we start with this, the FASA 12M DSD Hendrix Nerfed A. Yes, this one went through quite the design and revision process. Of all the craft that are featuring today, this one did the best in its preliminaries, getting 2 wins out of its 3 fights, but I still feel it left something on the table. Also, it's got a cool colour scheme and Action's self-designed Fighter Subscriber logo, which kind of counts in its favour. Not that I'm easy to sway or anything. And that will be going up against the ASFK Shinden 2 by Six Semper Tyrannus. Of all the craft that we featured, this holds the record for best performance while still not actually managing to win any of its fights. It managed 4 kills, more than any of the other craft that didn't manage to win any. Yes, so it'll be very interesting to see what happens when these two fight each other. So let's get that started. The fight starts. The Hendrix is around very, very quickly. The Hendrices? No, let's not start that again. the ASFK Shindens not around quite as quickly. They have got a slightly unique engine layout. They have two of the Cheetah afterburning engines, not quite as powerful as the Saturn, but they do have a lot of gimbal just for the extra turn rate. And they're two of them stacked one on top of the other, which I thought was a kind of a nice touch. It's unconventional, and I like unconventional things. Like Black Kerman trying to turn around, well, he isn't actually. He's just trying to avoid missiles at the moment. Not trying to turn at all. Have they loosed any of their missiles? I'll assume they have. It looks like there's some... Actually, have they? Maybe not. The Shinden 2 may be in a little bit of difficulty here. Okay, another volley of missiles. I think it's now the Sidewinder's turn. Like Black Kerman just pops enough countermeasures. One of his wingmen, though, has not... It doesn't look like there's any fatal damage on any of the Shindens so far. Guns starting to rain in, though. This... Oh my god, my frame rate. My frame rate is abysmal. Ion Kerman goes through... Oh my god, shreds. Shreds one of the Shinden's 2s. And we are down to just two of them. One of Ion's wingmen down there trying to pick another one of the Shindens out of the air. Ion Kerman, I think, is going to get involved if he ever actually settles on a target. No, that looks like that one there is disabled. It now looks like it's in pieces. Just the one Shinden left. Just half a Shinden left. Yeah, this thing isn't looking very healthy. Okay. So, yes, the FAS-A12M DSD Hendrix nerfed A. I'll just call it the Hendrix. Yeah, a comfortable win there. The Shinden 2, the best performer of all the craft that didn't win a fight, but still one of the craft that didn't win a fight. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. So before we see our two winners in action, we're just going to do a quick third place playoff with the DAP Super Liberator V2 against the ASFK Shinden 2A. Let's get them into the air. The competition starts. That seemed to be slightly before the 10 kilometers. I'm not sure if it's just the lead craft that need to get up to that. Adam Kerman, yep, does manage to get that Armory away eventually. Yeah, a bit of a... Yeah, quite a large drop time, not that much ejection force. That's kind of a recipe for suicide by missile. Oh my god, one of the Super Liberators has gone already. I'm not sure if that was a case of just the craft. No, it hasn't gone. It took a hit, but it's still going. The ASFK Shinden 2s seem fine. A slightly slower craft by the looks of things. I mean, actually, no, it's going quite fast, but slightly slower turning craft. Be very interesting to see how this works out. I want to see the DAP Super Liberator do the thing I mentioned during its previous fight, where it kind of just slows too much, but that allows it to get behind the enemy and just blow it to pieces. That was quite entertaining to watch when it actually did manage to pull it off. But at the moment, it looks like the Super Liberators are on the back foot, trying to dodge missiles. One of them damaged, but still flying. We're getting into gun range. Oh my god, that was close. Getting into gun range here. The Super Liberators are going to need to start bringing their guns to bear. They can't just stay on the back foot while they are in trouble. Adam Kerman does manage to get a shot off. Manages to get a shot off, and his opponent does not. Oh my! Was that... Did that come from this craft, or was that from something else? Sorry, I didn't quite see that right. I think it was... Yeah, I think that was Adam Kerman firing the missile. Oh my god, goes for guns. Gets a hit. Scorches one of the Shindens. Goes for another missile. It looks like that's going to be well wide. Yeah. Let's go to GT Kerman in one of the Shindens here. Has a lock with one of the Sidewinders. Switches to guns. Not a lot of gun action going on. More missiles flying in over there. Something's gone. One of the DAP Super Liberators is gone. GT Kerman firing a missile at this craft just as it fires a missile at one of his wingmen. No, I think that was going for him, was it? I have no idea what's going on. Missiles flying back and forth. Little bit of destruction. One of the DAP Super Liberators gone. GT Kerman trying to pull around. Manages to pop enough flares to distract that Sidewinder. A bit of a dogfight going on here. Yeah, not the quickest turning craft. Neither are these the most manoeuvrable craft, but it looks like the Super Liberators do have the advantage on the Shinden 2s, as just demonstrated there. It's 2 apiece. Something just froze. No, I don't think that was a craft blowing up. It's more missiles going back and forth. I've said it before, and I think it seems to be in this version of BD Armory, it does pay to keep a handful of Sidewinders back. One of these craft, oh my god, yeah, the Shinden 2, getting bits blown off of it. DAP Super Liberator, that extra manoeuvrability coming into play. The Shinden goes into a flat spin. It's 2 on 1. Yeah, both of these craft do seem to suffer from a little bit of problem of just slowing down. Josh Kerman, though, trying to use it to actually line up a shot, doesn't quite manage it. I think he's only just got that much authority in the pitch axis, not in the others. Missile coming in. He's a very slow-moving target. That's not going to work well for him. And it really doesn't work well for him. Gunfire coming in from somewhere, is it? Nope. The Liberators are lining up their shots. But I think that's, yeah. The water will take care of the final Shinden 2. Okay, so the Super Liberators, not a particularly tidy victory over the Shinden 2s, but a comfortable one nonetheless. Let's move on and let's go to our final. So, just to refresh your memories, the 2 craft that did what they needed to do during the semi-final are the XF2 Dart by Oilwell, where I've had to add some countermeasures so it can actually dodge missiles, and the FASA-12M DSD Hendrix Nerfed A by Action. Again, just a craft which underperformed during the preliminaries, I think. This is a nice lineup. I like this. I think this is going to be a good fight. Well. I know exactly what's going to happen now I've said that. Let's get this one going. Our little final starts. Legged Lap Kerman with his lights on comes around quickly, gets away a whole volley of Sidewinders from the XF2 darts. Legged Lap Kerman starts to break low. How are the Hendrixes doing? Adam Kerman firing another missile. More and more missiles. Just pumping in those missiles, sure. How many is this set up to launch? I clicked the wrong thing. 2 missiles per target, just the 2 missiles per target. I am still using, was it 1.5.2 of BD Armory? So there is this tendency for them to actually fire more than they should do. Adam Kerman gets away a Sidewinder and has to break off very quickly because there are some coming back in for him. Popping a load of flares. Some of those are getting very close. One of the Hendrixes just taken out by a missile. Just completely ripped apart the XF2 darts, where I have actually gone and put some countermeasures onto it. Yeah, doing a lot better at avoiding the missiles. Who'd have thunk it? Yeah, that one of the Hendrix is in trouble now. 2 lots of gunfire going in. Oh, that is not going to do your warranty any good. This one, yep, missing a tail fin. Was that the one that was heavily damaged? It's only missing a tail fin. Oh god. I think we can see which way this one's going, as Adam Kerman is stripped of a wing. Is that another missile just going in there from someone else? Was that almost friendly fire? I think that was almost friendly fire. That is most definitely not friendly fire, and it is stripping Adam Kerman slowly of more parts. And eventually of nearly his entire craft. The autopilot's still going. I wonder if I can land this before this, land this relatively safely before the darts come in and destroy it. No, I can't. Good fight. I think the darts got a bit lucky with the missile kill, and that kind of just coloured the rest of the fight. But a much better craft now that it can actually avoid missiles and has like 8 countermeasure dispensers instead of just the 3. Okay, well that'll be all for today. I do hope you've enjoyed it. My thanks to Action, to Oilwell, to Six Emperor Tyrannus, and to Varencia for those craft, and my commiserations that they didn't make it further in the competition proper. But I hope this kind of sort of makes up for it. Yes. Anyway, as I said, if you have enjoyed it, please consider liking, subscribing, follow me on Twitter, getting involved with the Discord, Great BD Armory and KSP community on there, and more besides. All those links in the description, as are links to the PayPal and the Patreon if you want to help support the channel. You too can get your own little patron Kerbal, like that Kerman here. Access to the Patreon and Discord, you name it, at the end of videos, that kind of thing. I will be back very, very soon with some more fighter subscribers, some actual proper fighter subscriber. But until then, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you next time.